to the right.
I'm Mike Lay.
JB in the building.
Got a special guest in the building all the way from ATL, Mr. DJ himself.
Hold up for y'all. We're going to have to redo that. At home, I'm DJ. When I'm on set, I'm D-ball. So now
You home today, DJ.
yeah. I appreciate y'all having me on the show.
Yeah, man.
No
Welcome to the set. And welcome to the Huddle. So let's first start by saying we won't have a show next week. So we want to say happy Easter to everybody. Hey, shout out to my moms and New Vegan. We went to New Vegan this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Did you survive? Like,
Yeah, we here, you know.
yeah, okay.
And also, happy birthday to Aretha Franklin. She turned 76 today.
Thanks for throwing some
76.
RSPACT on
A
her.
little respect on my
Yeah,
name.
you know.
So, D-Ball.
D-ball, man. D-ball.
Okay.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the Dirty Birds, man. What y'all got going on in Atlanta? Y'all some garbage old time.
Here we go, man. Here we go. Now, we better than the Redskins. We better than the Ravens.
Fighting words.
You got Joe Flacco at quarterback.
Okay.
And then you ship third Cousins off
Yeah.
and get Alex Smith. Alex Smith ain't better than Kirk Cousins. That's a lateral move. If you gonna ship Kirk Cousins off, get somebody like Drew Brees. Get an Aaron Rodgers type quarterback. Y'all that upgrade.
I agree with you. I mean, I know we wasn't up, 26 in the Super Bowl, and, you know, lose nothing like that in the fourth quarter. But, I mean, it's to each his own.
So them dirty birds on the rise, man. We got the Super Bowl coming in this year. We're gonna be in there. We're gonna be the first squad.
That sounds good.
Dome.
You come down to Super
In that
Bowl,
Super Bowl.
you our Airbnb.
Now y'all come on down there.
Oh, okay.
Y'all bring the huddle down there to the A. Sit outside in the dome.
Yeah.
Y'all, I'm gonna get each one of y'all a shirt. So I'm gonna make y'all feel at home. I'm gonna roll the red carpet out.
Red carpet out.
Oh,
So y'all should have rolled the red carpet out for me today.
You ready to see the red carpet out there?
Y'all should have had me some crown right here. This shit right here instead of some yak. You know what I'm saying? Then the show to the yak. Y'all should have had me some crown on deck already.
Hey, respect. So, y'all want to get into some topics?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so let's get into the first topic. Since we're talking about football, what should the Vikings expect for that $84 million? So last season they was 13-3, lost to the Eagles. Right. This year, how do you improve with Cosins? Like, what should you expect? If you an owner or a fan, you gave that man 84. You got your D lineman that you brought in, a couple more O linemen. Receivers pretty good, defense pretty solid. 13-3. How can you get better? What do I want for $84 million?
If you're being a realist, because you got pretty good quarterback play out of your quarterback last year, but you expect a little bit more consistency. What you're really paying for is durability. You've had a lot of injuries as far as the Vikings are concerned the last couple of years, and you want to see an improvement on your passing game to running backs out the backfield, because you have capable running backs to do that.
All right.
So that's what I see.
So let's put it like this. Last year, 2017, they was 13-3. 2016, 8-8. 2015, 11-5. 2014, 7-9. So the cycle looks like they have a good year, then a bad year. Good year. So last year they had a good year. JB, are they gonna have a good year this year? 18 with Cosins.
I mean, going by the cycle, nah, but hopefully they do. I mean, you was in top 10 in the league as far as points, passing yards. Like y'all was in like top 10, top 12. So you at least want to be there. If not, definitely, top 5. Any lower than that, and you try like waste your bread.
So hold on, D-ball. D-ball, right? You here? Yeah. 84 million. My man JB said at least top 5.
84 million, man. If I'm gonna give Kirk Cousins $84 million, Case Keenum just took me to the NFC Championship game. You gotta take me at least to the Super Bowl.
That's fact.
I agree.
You gotta take me to the Super Bowl. You getting Cook back? Dalvin Cook coming back. He's gonna be in the backfield. You got Thielen. You got Randolph at the tight end. And You got the weapons.
Mm-hmm.
You got to take me to the promised land.
All right. So back to you real quick, Mike. Did you really need Cousins? Do the Vikings need Cousins? I'm gonna throw some numbers at y'all. Cousins last year had 27 touchdowns,
Mm-hmm.
13 interceptions. He threw for basically 4,000 yards.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Keenum threw for 3 point. Now he had 3,500 yards, 22 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions.
Good numbers to me.
So this is it's almost like a trick question. The reason being is, yeah, they had some of the seasons last year, but that's the best Case Keenum played ever in his career.
That's
And
true.
so Kirk Cousins has at least shown you consistency as far as getting good numbers. Now, he might not make the greatest play at the toughest time.
And he's been consistent with
Yeah.
that as well.
But at the same time, uh, I think it was a good pickup, but I also kind of think they jumped the gun a little bit because the reason that their season ended wasn't because of quarterback play.
Right.
It was because of defense. Even though they had one of the top ranked defenses, they laid the egg in that playoff game. And, I mean, wasn't nothing Case Keenum could do. I mean, just giving up points every drive. So
if you was GM, you would have went for defensive play versus getting a quarterback.
I would have shored up more defense. So here's the thing about their defense. Defense is good, but at the same time, they're slow laterally in the secondary
Mm-hmm.
because they have big tall corners, tall corners,
Say less.
and tall safeties. So
Mm-hmm.
they tackle well and they defend and they defend. You know, as far as like a jump ball situation. But if you got a speedy receiver, they
can't keep
nah,
up.
they can't keep up.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw this back down to DJ,
Yep.
D-Ball. So last year they averaged basically 24 points, right?
Mm-hmm.
Redskins averaged about 17 under Cousins, but he had the numbers as far as passing yards, but he wasn't really putting them in the end zone, so to speak. 27 and 13 interceptions, 50-50, right? So they got more weapons. They got Cousins. Are they gonna put up more than 29 points a game this year? Last year was 23.
I think the Vikings put up 23.
Yeah, 20,
I think with Kirk
23.9.
Cousins, it should be more than 23.9. I think they should be 26, 27. That's what their money is. That's what you're paying for with Kirk Cousins. Case Keenum was a journeyman quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Last year was an anomaly. I don't even know how he got picked up by Denver. I don't know what John Elway was thinking. But Kirk Cousins, more consistent with lesser weapons. First year he had Deshaun Jackson, Pierre Garçon, Jordan Reed always in and out the lineup. Last year he had Dotson, Crowder. Crowder was pretty consistent, but all the receivers are hurt. Kirk Cousins still put up the numbers. The defense ain't as good as Minnesota's defense. He's on the better team. I expect Super Bowl, 84 million, waste of money. He don't make it to the Super Bowl. He got to make it.
Barring no injury.
Bar no injury, okay. We can put that in there as a disclaimer. But he got to make it at least to where Case Keenum made it. He got to make it past Case Keenum because he a trendsetter now. He 84 million guaranteed. Never happened in the league. Multi-year guaranteed contract. You gotta earn that money.
All right, JB, you known as the Fed guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 13-3 last year. Let's say they start out rough. He's getting adjusted to more receivers, more weapons, a better laid bed,
New system.
right? Let's say he get adjusted. They come out and they go 8-8,
Mm-hmm.
right? Into the playoffs. Let's just say they slip into the playoffs from somehow. Do you bench him at 8-8 for 84?
So it depends on how that 8-8 is. Because if that 8-8 is because of our defense, then nah.
Well, last year was because of the defense, 13-3, and they still went and got a quarterback. So they want the numbers. Regardless, it's going to be his fault.
Yeah, but that's so. The thing is, I wouldn't me personally. I wouldn't bench him if that 8-8 wasn't his fault. Like if that 8-8 was because he done threw, 15, 17 interceptions, and he been, fumbling the ball in the back, then yeah. But if that 8-8 is because our offensive coordinator calling crazy plays, defense not shutting them down, then I don't bench them. Okay. So it just all depends.
What about you, Mike? You the numbers guy, the analyst.
Nah, he getting guaranteed money. You better go out there and earn it.
Ain't no bench.
Ain't no bench. It's guaranteed 84 million. Honestly, the expectations are high, but in a realistic sense, their conference is slowly getting better. Mm-hmm. So it's not a shoe-in that they're gonna win their conference. They might be fighting for a wild card. That's what I'm saying. Well, the division. Yeah. So they gonna be fighting. They might be fighting for a wild card spot because Detroit is getting better.
Aaron Rodgers gonna be back.
Yep, and then Detroit actually looking like they trying to get to the point where they can run the ball. If they can run the ball and give Matthew Stafford some options, problems. Aaron Rodgers not gonna have a terrible season again because he had like a terrible whole season just about.
Yeah, but they had injuries too, so
so it's not a shoe-in. So he gonna have to play number one and do well because he's competing against at least two, pretty good quarterbacks.
Respect that. So let's get into the next topic. And this is one of my favorite DBs, Richard Sherman. Sherman. Let's talk about Richard Sherman. He pretty much orchestrated his own deal for $39 million. He was his own agent, right?
Man, out here.
Smart man.
Is it a smart move? Is it good for business? How y'all feel about it? Speak out.
Oh, I think it's a smart move, but only if you're intelligent enough to get it done.
Yeah.
Everybody's not as smart as Richard Sherman. That's a smart brother.
You looked at me. They don't look that smart.
So, the reasons he did it, makes sense. He just figured, pick the best person for his interests. I think it's a small move, and it also may become a revolutionary move. Hey. So, it might cause other people to kind of try to do the same thing.
All right, what about you, JB?
I think it was a smart move, like Mike said, only if you can do it, though. Because a lot of people don't understand the numbers, don't understand contracts. So I wouldn't suggest everybody go do it, but, only if you can handle it.
Respect that. D-Ball?
I think it's a great move. Number one, you save the money.
Yeah.
Cutting the agent out, cutting the middleman out.
What they get, like 20%, 15%?
You negotiating on your behalf. That's number one. Number two, you can teach other players to do it. You can teach young. When he get up in age, he can show younger players how to be their own agents. So, and then he's black. That's the number one thing. He black. He making his own deals. He ain't needing nobody to make his deal. Russell Okon also, he's his own agent. He makes his own deals. So you're gonna see a lot of more players.
He gets paid well too.
Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of more players being their own agents, going in there talking to the teams themselves. Cause it's better for them. You save money.
We got a call in real quick. Our own Charlie P.
My question is, Richard Sherman did not get guaranteed money. He's playing off his so-called talent off ACL term. Answer that question for me.
I can answer that. Number one, he had an Achilles injury that ended his season last year. He's betting on himself pretty much. That's what he's doing. He took that contract. Number one, he on a revenge tour because he want to get back at Seattle. So that's why he stayed in the division. He could have went to the AFC. He could have went to the other conference. He want to stay in the division.
Facts.
He want to see Pete Carroll twice. He want to play the Seahawks twice just to get back out. He think the 49ers is on the up and up. They got Garoppolo, won 5-6 straight at the end of the year last year. He sees the 49ers as the team to beat in that division. And Seattle got to come see them.
All right. So I'm going to give you a couple numbers, couple facts real quick. So, Richard Sherman in 2014, for 4 years, his first contract was $57.4. He was the highest paid DB over the last 5 years, right? This year, he orchestrated his own deal, 3 years for $39.1 million with San Fran. So here's the catch. He got a $3 million signing bonus up front. If he passes physical November 11th, he get another $2 million.
Okay.
So off the break,
Quick $5 million.
he got 5 up front. Now let's say you do the percentage. The agent normally gets 4 to 10%, right? And what I would suggest for kids, so Richard Sherman, and I want to quote him, Robert Kiyosaki, I think that's his name, the guy who wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Mm-hmm.
He's really the one that made Richard Sherman say, you know what, after reading this book, I can go and orchestrate my own deals. That's pretty much what he did. I got a question for y'all though. Is he still the top 10 DB?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even with Achilles?
Yes. Yes.
At the age of what? He what? How old was Richard Sherman?
You gotta think about it. He also went to the 49ers because they play that same cover 3.
Right?
So he in the same scheme. He ain't gotta change nothing up. He can still play that left side. He ain't gotta switch sides. Only if they want Sherman to follow the top receiver where he switch sides or go in the slot or whatever. But other than that, he gonna be on that predominant side he always been on. So I think he can get back to that level.
So the question was, is it good business? So I think it's good business if you're an elite player, if you sought after. So soon as they released him, the first team that called him was the 49ers. They wanted him. They sought after him. So it was easy to say, well, look, this is what I want.
Yeah.
But if you a player that got released and you eating at home, you can't say, well, look, nobody's seeking after you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Seek and Find. You know what I mean? So it's really like, if you a high demand, yes, you can kind of call your own shots. But if you're not that guy, you're not top 10, don't jump out here. Go get your agent, my friend. Go get your agent. So we're going to come back after these commercials, man. We appreciate you, D-Ball, for stopping through. Stay tuned, man. Come back on with us. Hey. To the huddle. We're going to get back into the second topic. But before we get into the topic, if you're not doing nothing this Saturday, come out to Ben's upstairs. My man Morgan with Recess Unlimited is having another game night. The huddle will be there. We had a great time last time. Make sure you tune in. And it's free. Charlie, it's free.
I also speak about the 4th.
Huh?
April the 4th in D.C. for MLK Day.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna touch base on that.
Yes, sir.
So, let's get right into it, y'all. Who your favorite player in the league right now, basketball?
Basketball? Greek Freak.
Freaked out. Who you, JV?
I mean, I'm still a LeBron fan. Also, I fool with Kawhi.
Charlie.
Steph Curry.
All right.
New York.
I don't know,
I'm
you
still going with my man Wade. You know what I mean?
Wade.
Shout
Okay.
out to
But no,
Wade.
then again, KD though. You have to give KD his props. He's a beast. KD.
But you
Respect.
didn't give me your props by saying he was your favorite player.
No, you
Hey,
did
shout
not.
out to Coach O too, man. So look, the topic is LeBron.
No, that
What is going on, Set?
that was the cheer,
Hey
yeah.
man, hey look, my
That
man,
was the
Foghorn said. So look, LeBron James.
LeBron James.
LeBron James. LBJ.
LeBron.
If you was a coach, would you want to coach LeBron this season right now? Start with you, Mike.
I personally wouldn't. I think Mark Jackson would be a good fit for that team. He has the credentials, he has the respect of a lot of players in the league, both current and past. So I think that could work out. But me personally, nah.
Okay, so that's a no. Come to you, JB.
Only if I had full control, so I'm gonna say nah, cause you ain't gonna get full control with LeBron. He gonna try to do what he wanna do, so that I bow out.
Charlie.
I would say no as well because, as JB just said, if you are winning with LeBron, he bring you up. You losing, you're gonna take sick leave.
Alright. So the reason I asked this question, and I'm also a no as of right now this season. His rookie year, yes, I love to.
Yeah.
LeBron has had 6 coaches, right?
Mhm.
He's pretty much came out the East his whole life, maybe the first 2 years. Out of those 6 coaches, let's really say 5. One of them was an intern when they let a coach go. So we got 6 head coaches, and right now my man Tyrone Lue is in the hot seat. Why is he in the hot seat?
I don't understand it. I mean, they're having a subpar year compared to last year, but they're still winning. They're still in the hunt. They've been to the championship. They won a championship. They've been back to it and lost. I mean, it's actually pretty crazy for him to even be on any kind of hot seat.
I agree.
So let's, as fans, and we watching the game, and of course, LeBron James is the greatest player of this era. And I love and respect Kobe and my man D Wade, but the numbers don't lie. My man is the beast. Shout out to Coach O. He said LeBron James doesn't want to be coached. That's his thoughts. And I'm kind of the same way. So his past 5 real coaches, besides Mike Brown and Eric Spoelstra, none of them really have a platform to say, I've been doing this for a long time, as far as on the limelight, right? So let's say, I don't really feel like LeBron respects his coaches. He more so looks at them as friends.
Yeah.
So, Charlie, you the oldest on the table.
Oh, you gonna jump out like that?
I'm just saying.
Nah, my thing is, okay, LeBron, you talking about when they say we want to change the format for the playoff, he the first player that came out and said, no, don't change it. I think because he knows if you had the best 16 teams playing in the playoff, he would not make it to the championship. That's the reason why he do not want to change it. So he's not the greatest to me.
Oh, that's a whole different topic,
Oh,
but
man.
we're going to get into hold that thought, though. Matter of fact, we're going to stay here. So why you feel like LeBron ain't the greatest? They say he the greatest on the planet. He not getting MVP this year. Going to my man James Harden.
As it should.
As it should. So why you feel like he not the greatest player?
Okay, look at the team that he's been building. First he had, then again, he went to the championship with his first year, went to with Cleveland, they lost to the Spurs. Then he went down to Miami and built the big 3. Two, 3 championships
2
down
out of
there?
3.
Okay.
2 out of 3.
Then he went back to Cleveland and
Wow.
built the roster again. But he complained with somebody else build a roster. So to me, you cannot stay with one team and work what you have like Jordan did, like Magic did, like Bird did to win championships. So
Hey, but it's a
But
different
Magic,
era.
plus Magic has some other stars though. Don't.
LeBron has all-star every place he went to. His starting 4 was all-stars. So what you trying to say?
I definitely understand that argument. Alone, he is the best player in the league. In his 15th year, he's still putting up crazy numbers. So let's first give that man a little respect. Shout out to Aretha Franklin. But
I mean, his numbers looking like back in his early 20s this year. Like that, like so that's the comparison. Like he playing like he 25 again, and he's what 33.
Yeah. But the question is, oh well, let's rephrase the question. Who could coach LeBron James right now?
Pop.
You think so?
Nah.
Oh yeah.
I don't think so.
Popovich would be able to coach him.
Nah.
Who you think? So you said
I said Mark Jackson. I mean, because he's a coach that's available. If we talk about any coach, it would probably be Phil Jackson because Phil he's not real. He's passive aggressive. You know what I'm saying? He gets his message across, and LeBron likes to be the top dog in the room, so to speak. And I don't think Phil has a problem with you thinking that you top dog because if he's involved, the organization not gonna just bogart him.
But that's the
True.
reason why he left Miami because Pat Riley wasn't going for it.
But Pat Riley's part of the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
So is Phil Jackson.
So then he would not be able to work with Phil Jackson.
He can work with Phil Jackson, because Phil's not dominant like Pat. Pat Riley is not happening. Period.
Yeah. He
don't care who you are.
He like the mafia. He like look, no way or no way. Like
That's not happening. So same
So-
thing with Pop.
You think Pop would? I don't know because.
I think Pop could get the job done. But I mean, I feel you on Phil because Phil play the mind games with you. He take you and y'all go chant and do some mantra, make you read a book about butterflies, and then you come back and he got you. So I mean, I feel you.
so. If you Tyronn Lue, you got LeBron James coming up saying he doesn't know if he's going to resign. He's flirting with the West as far as the Lakers and Houston. It's been reports that he might want to go there. He hasn't signed anything. Your main star, Kyrie, left. Are you looking for another deal or are you trying to get up out of there? Do you stay put or do you get up out of there?
Sit down.
You sit down?
Yeah. He stayed there because LeBron not gonna come back.
The smart move for Tyronn Lue is to jump ship. Go try coach either somewhere else or be an announcer or something. Cause
I was about to say the thing about Tyronn Lue is he really going to get a coaching job right now if he goes somewhere else?
assistant,
Is he good enough to be a head coach somewhere else?
That's what I'm saying.
he be an assistant. He gonna be assistant.
But let's pull up some facts. Since we're giving a lot of opinions. None of the coaches that has left Cleveland in the LeBron tenure are winning right now. None of them, besides Mike Brown.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Spoelstra taking major L's.
With
Yeah.
no stars in the
I'm
team.
about to say, yeah.
Paul Silas taking L's. David Black, I think he doing magic. So I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
He probably went back overseas.
Mike Duke just lost.
Duke lost?
Oh.
This just in. Did your team make it this far? No, it didn't.
Well,
Okay.
since we
No,
brought
I'm
this
mad
up,
because I was rooting for Duke because of ACC. That's the strongest conference in basketball to me.
85-78.
hold on, Slim. If you a North Carolina fan, you cannot. I don't care by any means.
No, because like
That's
for the
like
Super Bowl,
Redskins and Duke. I mean,
like for the
and
Super Bowl, I
Dallas.
was rooting for Philly because the Philly NFC East.
Nah, I wasn't.
Yeah, you can't.
ACC is the best conference, so that's the reason why I was hoping Duke would make it to the finals.
So what's
Game
going
ain't
on?
over
Let's
yet.
talk about the March Madness this year. This is kind of like,
Fisher.
8 minutes left.
how you feel about the NCAA right now?
I think it's pretty good, man. The talent pool is getting really, really close to being even. You're getting these mid-major schools that are getting a lot of the top recruits that for whatever reason are going to big schools. It could be grades, it could be whatever. They want to stay closer to home. Things didn't work out at the school that they transferred from, and it's exciting to see. Unfortunately, the mid-major teams only get one at-large bid, so it can't be as interesting. I think it'll be a little bit more interesting if they got two, but I mean it's not enough room, for that.
Respect that. So let's move on into the next topic since we are talking about college basketball.
Before we go there, though, make sure y'all like, share, follow us on all social media, Instagram, Facebook. Click the little, what's that little bell in the corner so you can subscribe.
You good?
I'm good.
Shout out to my man JB with the quick plug. So Penny Hardaway.
Penny.
Does he improve recruitment and game attendance at Memphis? Now that you got a superstar as this coach coming in, kick my man out, is the program going this way? And I'm gonna start with you, Charlie.
I think so. Since Penny's the young generation, he definitely will bring the recruits in. He can relate to them compared to like a Tubby Smith, who's like an old school, nose in the ground type of coach. Penny would be, play music.
Nose in the ground.
So there you go. See,
I've never heard
yeah,
that.
but I think he will. I think he will.
What you think, JB?
I think so. Only because, when Penny was in the league, he had Lil Penny, all the commercials was tight. Then the work that he done with the high school players, turning that organization into champions, I think people will want to play for him.
It's a maybe for me. He was more so in the Memphis area, granted, so he has a lot of recruiting power there. But and that's different. That's when you're recruiting in the area for high school. Yeah, it's easier to be dominant when it comes to recruiting. But the national scale, he'll start seeing that he doesn't carry as much power as or he doesn't carry all his reputation doesn't carry as much weight. Now it will carry some. He might throw in there, y'all get some free phones or something. They get excited, yes, to get all the colors. But I mean, it remains to be seen. I honestly don't know his coaching strategy, and if his strategy from high school would translate immediately to the college level. I mean, he knows the game, of course.
Now, I think it'll take a couple years. It ain't gonna be next year, but I think next 2-3
year
years.
He's going to play Duke and North Carolina. Do you think that's a good move for him?
Yeah,
That's
it's a great move. He's gonna be on TV.
And he controlled, like Coach O said, he pretty much runs Memphis. Had his own AAU program, and he had the high school on lock. So some of those top kids from that area are definitely coming to Memphis.
Oh yeah.
Now the thing is, how far does he get? And like you said, when he playing those top teams, can he really coach? Now popularity, he come on, he got the shoes, he got Nike behind him. Got a lot of the old vets come talk to him. Of course, Shaq probably come there. So Tubby ain't have all that.
So he should be a one and done school, or he should take him through the process, like 2 years.
So if I'm the school and I say, look, Penny, you run the area, but I at least need you here 4 to 8 years. Get your kids here and watch them go through their process.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of kids is going to be one and done. You know that, but at least the majority of your team needs to do 4 years.
I mean, the program isn't foreign to the one and done or the dismissals. I mean, they had that with Derrick Rose. I think like 3 other players at that time on the same team. So they've experienced really good talent and really good talent leaving quickly when in the case where you have to rebuild. But that's when his recruiting power comes into play because it's easier to rebuild faster.
Yeah.
So, Charlie, you grew up with Tubby Smith. Have you talked to him?
Is he all right, man?
How you doing?
Y'all playing golf or what y'all doing?
I would be 40 and I'm so leaving at that.
Hey, but as a matter of fact, you just reminded me, Coach O, didn't Shaq's son sign there to go there?
No, he actually first he was going to Arizona, then he
took that offer away.
Yeah,
like he
so
canceled that.
He hasn't confirmed, but he might end up going there. He was going to go to Arizona. But so quick fact, since y'all brought up Tubby, he coached at Great Mills with occurred. Yeah, back in the 70s.
Oh, dang, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Hey, Pee Wee, shout out to Great Mills too, man. Let's get them a moment of silence for the shooter and their families out there. All right, cool. Stay tuned for more highlights and updates. Welcome to the Huddle. Hey, man, what do y'all call Wing Plug? Tell them get a batch of wings or something.
Could use a wing.
Mike over here growling or whatever. Stay tuned for these commercials. Alright, so I can roll out. Y'all want to do y'all
2 minutes.
B&B? My man can come back.
I'm depressed.
Perhaps. So you can take my seat.
My.
You leaving?
Yeah. I know.
Well,
One of y'all need to leave.
Hey, if you need one more.
I'm depressed. Dude just lost.
I'm the career too. I love Duke.
Sorry to hear that.
Only on the morning children when my I was closed, Lord, I could move, yeah. That's a mighty good reason you see me shout.
We back in the building. We got Beauty and Brains on deck. So this week it was a little tough this week. So I found a pretty young lady on one of the pages I follow again. Found out that was my man cousin. You know, I didn't know.
Shout out to Jay.
Yeah,
Jay and
cousin,
Melvin,
you know.
what's good, fam?
I didn't know. But
How do you feel when you said that?
oh, he was cool because I ain't do nothing.
Was he though? I got him on the line.
He was because we talked.
Melvin. Oh, he said don't go home.
He said
don't go home, man. All right, bro, I'm calling you back.
So this week we got, well, I picked her because she local. She from Allen, from VA. She go to Old Dominion right now. So that's why I picked her. I was like, oh, she from the area. Let's show her some love.
All right.
So Kelly Loftus, that's who we got. She a 5'10" guard forward at Old Dominion. And fun fact, she like your boy, D Wade. That's one of her favorite players.
Kelly was good, Kelly. See? Hey, Melvin here.
So that's the Brains and Beauty of the week.
I respect that. Let's give her a round of applause. So we're going to have to come check out one of her games. Hey, Melvin, get us some tickets.
All right. This year Final Four consists of, we got Villanova, we have Kansas, Michigan, and the team from Chicago. Who you think gonna go all the way?
I got Villanova left in my bracket. That's all I got left.
Man, my bracket doing bad, so I don't even care. My drink all red now.
I don't care either because Duke lost.
Hold up, bro.
Hey,
How
man,
can you
look,
from
bro.
Atlanta?
Duke needed to lose.
Duke, man. I've been a Duke fan all my life. But since we on Inside the Huddle, I gotta pick somebody. I'm gonna go with the underdog. I'm going with
Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah, I actually want to root for Chicago, but
Them boys tough, man.
They tough.
but I can't see them beating either Kansas or Villanova. They're gonna play against Michigan, but I don't actually see them beating Villanova or Kansas. Nah, no way. I can't see that happening.
You can see him getting this far. You sound like an analyst on the Huddle show or something.
March Madness, man.
Hey, they gonna make it to the dance. They
Gonna beat Michigan?
Hey man, look, you wanna put a little wager on it?
So
Wing plug, whoever lose, bring the wings.
All right, I take Michigan going to the championship, and you taking Chicago?
Yeah.
Okay, done deal.
Say less. So let's get into the
We
2
got
minutes.
this on video, so no
All right.
going back on your word.
ESPN, they recently had the most 20 players in the most 20 years as the best players. They listed Tiger Woods as number 1, LeBron as number 2, Peyton Manning as number 3. Do you agree with that? They had Tom Brady at ranked number 20.
No.
So say the topic again. What was
The topic is, okay, the most dominant players
Most dominant.
in the last 20 years.
Peyton is definitely not the most dominant.
They had Tiger Woods number 1, LeBron number 2, and Peyton Manning number 3.
Give me 4 and 5. What you got 4 and 5?
Jimmy Johnson and Roger Federer.
And Tom Brady was 18.
Number 20.
Yeah. I'm gonna actually put Tom before Peyton.
Yeah.
They didn't list Michael Phelps. He was outside of it.
Phelps definitely in the top 5. Come on, man. And Serena.
Serena definitely 12.
Nah.
Oh, nah.
So,
She
Serena
definitely need to
Serena
be
gotta be
top 10.
Serena should be top 2 because she dominated.
yeah.
She dominated.
She had a baby doing the game.
They had Bolt listed as 10. Mike Trout, 18. So,
Shouldn't be no baseball player in there.
wow. Why is that? The Atlanta Braves, you was back in the days when, what's your guy?
Maddox, Smokes,
No. You got to
David
know.
Justice?
No, the shortstop, the best
Chipper
Atlanta
Jones,
Braves.
Chipper Jones.
Yes, sir. Chipper Jones.
They weren't dominant.
He was there when y'all went to. He was what?
He wasn't dominant.
Why your face look like
Chipper
that?
Jones.
Chipper Jones was like Atlanta baseball for the years.
Whoa.
Jones.
Whoa.
We talking about this list right here. Chipper Jones don't
I'm
belong
about
nowhere
to
on this
butcher
list.
her name. Shavania. She said Serena is not in the top 5.
Oh man.
Why you say that?
Serena. Oh, Shanavia. Shanavia. You
That's
are
how I
wrong.
said.
You are wrong.
Why
Serena
why not in the top
is in
5?
the top 5. Of dominant players of all time, she is in the top 5.
Yeah, she
And
definitely
she
need to-
drive a
top
Lincoln.
5.
You know what I mean? If you
She
drive a
dominated
Lincoln,
tennis.
You drive a
a tennis,
Lincoln?
you a tennis fan. You know.
That's
She
another
dominated
question.
tennis.
Since she drive a Lincoln, would that make you go out and buy a Lincoln?
not at all.
Not me, but somebody is.
So you think these celebrities actually doing these commercials would make you go out and buy like drink Sprite since LeBron do it?
For the
Shaq?
kids are going to get Sprites.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you watching that commercial. You gonna watch the commercial now.
My favorite commercial is Mayhem by State Farm.
That's your favorite commercial?
That's my favorite commercial.
So-
The Mayhem.
Wow.
What else you got
State
on
Farm,
that?
we waiting for that endorsement.
Oh, she said she should be. So she's saying, oh, she's not in the top 5. She should be in the
Oh,
top
all
5.
right.
Yeah.
Respect.
I could agree with that.
That's my girl right
My next topic is gonna be kind of tough. I really don't want to touch on it because Nancy Litterman, she actually the head coach of the Big 3 team. Do you think she was actually hired as a publicity stunt, or you think her coaching skill should want her to be a head coach in the Big 3 league?
I'm all for giving women opportunities to coach. Coach Harmon, the assistant coach for the Spurs, she turned down the job at her alma mater at Colorado State, I think. And she's been on the coaching radar at plenty of schools. A lot of schools been trying to hire her, and she's a female. So, Ice Cube League, Big 3, they want to hire a female. I mean, females are the thing to get now. It don't matter what profession it is.
They always been thing to get. I don't get no medals. You know what I mean? Shout out to the females. My female. What's up, E? How you doing? But I mean, obviously she didn't want to coach. The Big 3 is what, 3 months, if that. The
Short
money
season.
definitely ain't what she gonna get for coaching college. She, coaching is take up a lot of time as far as your career, your life. She probably like, look, man, I just want to be around the game, enjoy, have a little fun.
She'll get the coaching experience.
Yeah.
But actually, I think it's a good thing. But I believe Mike is actually going to do a special on Nancy Litterman. If you read her story, her background, she's a great woman, and my hat's off to her. My next question, we talked about this earlier, was Richard Sherman. Yeah, I threw Mike out there. You said that you think it was a great idea for him to be his own agent. Me personally, I don't think so, because when I called in, he left money on the table because it's not actually guaranteed money. And once again, his agent went for different teams to actually sign him up. Let's follow up on that topic.
First of all, why do you think it wasn't? You say he left money on the table?
I think Richard left, well, I don't know like that. So Mr. Sherman, I think he left money on the table because he did not pursue other teams. He just got the one deal from 49ers and they say, I'm done, I'm gone. That's it.
So this is Richard Sherman himself. He called me the other day or whatever. So he was like, Neil. I was like, what's up, Rich? So he was like, so his first year he got what, 45?
Correct.
Right? This year, or the first 5 years after his rookie, he got 45. Now he got 39. And he's older. He just came off an injury, a season injury. And to lock in $5 million up front and pretty much 10, a little over 11 each year, that's a great job. Now you got to think, okay, since he shares the same agent as Adrian Peterson as well, how much percentage are you getting out of my check anyway? I'm already a proven player. I really don't need you to speak for me. In high school, he got a 4.2. He went to Stanford.
Yeah.
My man is smart and educated. And once again, I'm going to plug the book. Go read Rich Dad or Poor Dad. It gives you great decisions, great options. Shout out.
Let's switch to the NBA real quick. The Wizards, they currently sitting in the seat number 4. Is that a good spot for them?
I mean, at the end of the day, long as they're not playing the Cavs, long as they're not playing the Celtics, and I'm going to go out there and say the Raptors as well, they in a pretty good spot.
What about the Hawks? How they doing?
What about them?
The Hawks ain't in it, but the Wizards is the new Hawks, so they're gonna get put out the second round too, just like the Hawks used to do.
Take
my
it easy,
gracious.
ATL, take it easy.
You sure you better go back home? You rooting down them?
Hey, y'all do. I don't even know why we brought up the topic. This y'all hometown, so I see why we talking about the Wizards. But John Wall gonna come back, right?
Okay.
Coming back. He don't face to come back, but y'all can't get out the second round.
You know what? I have a question for
That's
you.
legit.
About a couple of years back, Danny Ferry made that little comment online.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that? When he was like the racist comment that he made when he was recruiting someone from Chicago.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Well, there was a lot of people that came to his defense that has known him throughout the years that said he wasn't a racist. So, me personally, I mean, he had black people coming to his defense saying that he wasn't a racist. Even though the remarks got, you know how the media, they can twist stuff and make stuff what it ain't, make stuff bigger than what it is.
Facts.
So I just go off of people that know him, who have dealt with him through over the years. And if they say he ain't racist, then I go with, you know, their opinion of him that he's not racist. Even though his remarks.
Then why would you make those type of remarks though?
Huh?
Why would you make those type of remarks?
I mean,
Are you just trying to fit in with your?
you know how it is, man. Like, for example, I'm in a professional environment, so I'm speaking professional. I'm speaking professional lingo. But as soon as I take my clothes off, go back home, or kick it with my partners, I'm speaking a whole different lingo.
Right.
What's up, bruh? Shout out to my mom. Show like what I say, bruh.
So that's what that is, man.
All right, I'm talking to you, Mr. Tucker.
I was back on. You finished with your 2 minutes?
Yes, sir.
Just so you know, the Wizards are set to play the Cavs as it stands right now. If they were to go in the playoffs today, they gotta play the Cavs.
What, in the second round?
No, first round.
Because the Cavs.
Not the first round.
They done
because
dropped.
The Wizards had.
Yeah.
So here go the standings right here. The Raptors number 1, Celtics number 2, Cleveland number 3, and as I said, the 76ers will be over 5th seed. They number 4, Pacers number 5, Wizards number 6 and dropping. So for everybody that's hometown and they kept saying that the Wizards are better without John Wall, you crazy.
Right.
We're seeing it firsthand.
Let's go back to the LeBron thing. A lot of people said they
Speak
want Coach LeBron. Let me tell you something. LeBron is the difference between either you not making the playoff, or you getting put out in the first round, or you going to the finals. So what you want? You don't want to take them headaches,
But
and
you
go to the finals, and then also LeBron is going to stabilize your economy.
That ain't got nothing to do with coaching, though.
I
But
know that.
you the
I know
head
that.
coach.
But all of that comes with LeBron. He gonna stabilize your city economy during basketball season. He gonna bring in every sports bar gonna be packed. In the playoffs, every sports bar gonna be packed. That was LeBron bring. Now, coaching wise, you gotta have a special type of coach with LeBron. LeBron intelligent. He know everything. He done seen every defense. You gotta have a coach. You gotta have a coach with some pedigree.
Okay, so
You
what
gotta
coach?
have a
What
feel.
coach?
You gotta have a pop.
Yeah,
You gotta have somebody with
a
rings on their
resume
finger.
that he gonna respect.
Yeah, he ain't
But
gonna
you think-
respect. He ain't gonna respect you. He ain't got no rings.
I don't
on your
thi-
finger.
okay, but what
that's
if he
why
go-
David Black couldn't do nothing with him.
Okay, what about Pop? If he go to Pop, you think they going? I think the Eagle would clash.
I don't think so, because he respect Pop.
Yeah. Papa be
He
straight with
respect
that.
the field. He ain't gonna. He know what time it is when one of them coaches in there.
But he didn't respect Pat Riley.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Here we
Pat
go.
Riley was the coach.
Pat Riley was
Spoelstra
the GM,
was the coach.
but he was
Did
the
you
GM.
see LeBron doing that to Spoelstra? No.
Yeah.
That's facts. Cause Pat was in the crowd like,
Yeah. Yeah.
cut it out. And then that man gone back to Cleveland.
Like,
At
God.
the end of the day, it's wins and losses. So
I agree on that one.
Hey, my man, Coach O, fun fact. Tubby expected to be high school or High Point University head coach.
No.
He left $9 million on the table.
No.
That man loves the game.
No.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
He loved the game. He left $9 million on the table.
$9 million.
No,
he don't make enough money, man. He coached at Kentucky. He don't coach a 20 player. He got money.
No, he should just sit back and be a counselor somewhere.
Be a
A
counselor.
Yeah, going to like High Point, that's degrading.
How's that degrading?
That's
That's
who's
like
gonna
a-
hire you, so.
I mean, cause it's like a D2 school,
Oh, it's a high school. Is it a high school? It's a high school.
but still,
High
but
Point University.
right, that's a D2.
University. Oh.
So let's talk. Y'all
D1,
said I was
I mean-
dumb earlier. High Point University.
Hey.
Well, you know, I mean, it's a lot of politics in college basketball. It's a lot of politics in college.
I mean, granted, like you said before, he will bring the players who did not get picked up by D1 school. He will bring them in. He will bring revenue in. He will build a program. So they will make revenue in North Carolina off Tubby Smith.
Respect. So we're gonna end on this rumor I just heard. If you are what's my man's name that left the Celtics and the Cavs?
Oh, Isaiah.
Isaiah Thomas. And the Cavs offered you, not the Cavs, but the Celtics offered you a contract to come back. Would you take it?
I wouldn't.
Why you wouldn't take it?
Cause y'all just dogged me out like that. I was hurt. You shipped me out. Send me there. They shipped me out. I'm not. Nah.
But he said he wants to go to a team that wants him. He wants a hug. He wants to be
but
loved.
but you ain't want me if you shipped me out.
But my bad, cuz. Come on back to the cookout. You good. You family. Come on back
You
home.
want to ship him out for Kyrie?
Come
10
on,
out
bro.
of 10 out of 11 times, he getting shipped out.
No, I mean I would. I'm
They
just saying in his
they
case.
want him to play with Kyrie from the rumor I heard.
I mean I ain't
What
mad
about
at
you,
it
Charlie?
though.
Would you, if you Kyrie, would you go back to the Celtics?
Think old school will come back?
Who?
Nah, I won't go back.
Can't have feelings.
Hey, you
can't
wild.
have. Number one thing in sports, you can't have feelings in sports. People get traded in their sleep. Coaches
Alright.
get fired in their sleep.
Nah,
We
I
gonna
feel
close
that.
the show.
Would
We
you?
I'm
Yeah,
going
yeah,
back.
I know that.
Going back.
Whoever signing my check.
Cause once he go back, he gonna be loved again, like he was loved before he left. He
Easy,
gonna love again.
easy breezy. We gonna close on this. Who you got winning in the finals?
Golden State.
Golden State. Charlie.
Wow.
Who?
Steph Curry went down, so ooh. If he's back up by the time they play Houston, I see Houston.
JB.
Yeah, I'm dry rocking with Houston a little bit to give him some trouble.
Yeah, I see
I'm
Houston.
saying it right now.
What you saying?
Houston versus Celtics.
No.
Hey, Till, you got the last words, man. You got the last words before we close out.
All right, man. It's been a special time, man. I love being on inside the huddle. And y'all tune in 2 weeks. They'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yes, sir.
Next time I'm on
Facts.
inside the huddle, they're gonna have a red carpet out here, and they're gonna bring me in here like on the Princess of Munda. Gonna be flowers all over the red carpet when I come in
Are
here.
you a princess now?
No, I said the Prince. Like on the
Okay, all right,
Princess of
ATL,
Munda.
all
Well,
right.
look, long you still work in Burlington,
And it's
right?
gonna- and they're gonna be females feeding me fruit while I walk in here.
That Burlington.
That's how y'all should have it.
Okay.
Well, welcome to the huddle. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Happy Easter, everybody. My man ATL works in
One time.
Burlington's. Please go up there and get you a suit.
We clear?